Okay, so good morning all and welcome to the class today. So how are you all? Hope everything is going on well, right? Everything is going on well and it should always go on well. And nowadays the weather is also very fine, so I hope you all are enjoying the time. Yes. So yesterday we started the chapter number 2 of the book Beehive. That is the sound of music. Okay. I told you that it consists of two parts. That is first part was Evelyn Glenn listens to the sound without hearing it. It was about a girl named Evelyn Glenn whose hearing power was taken away, who was not able to listen. By the age of almost 11 years, it was confirmed that she had a hearing disability and she's not able to hear anything. But she had a great interest in music and she was a percussionist, we can say. Okay, so उनके साथ में क्या हुआ था? Rather, in spite of this disability, she was a shining star. She became a successful person in the life and she never looked back. Because whenever God takes something from you, God bless you with something extraordinary. And she was blessed with an extraordinary power that was that she is able to feel the vibrations of the various instruments, vibrations of the music, and she is able to understand the music and express it. She felt the music and she expressed it beautifully. And this way she became a great and she became a shining star in the field of music. Okay. So as the chapter is the sound of music, the second part that we are going to understand today also belongs to somewhere music. It is about the greatest शहनाई वादक जिन्हें हम बोलते हैं बिस्मिल्लाह. ओके, वो यहाँ के हमारे बहुत बड़े a person who has been honored with all the highest awards in the field of music, even the we can say even the most honorable, most the we can say the biggest award of the nation India, that is Bharat Ratna Bismillah Khan ji, and who was a famous Chennai player. Okay, so हम उनके बारे में पढ़ेंगे. तो ये भी क्या है? It is also related to music. So firstly, like yesterday, I will like to explain you some points related to this part and then we will go on with the text. So listen to it carefully because if you will listen and understand this point clearly, तो आपको उसका text बहुत ही easily समझ में आएगा. Otherwise, you are going to face problem in the text. Because कुछ terms ऐसी आ जाती हैं and somewhere what happens, हमें किसी का इस तरह से biographical sketch पढ़ना बहुत अच्छा नहीं लगता है, right? So अगर हमें थोड़ा सा इसका एक base content समझ में आता है तो it will be more interesting for us. So listen carefully, pay attention as I am explaining this part to the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan in a point-wise form to you. It is about Bismillah Khan, the greatest Shehnai player. The story begins, this month I can say the second part begins. It says that the Emperor Aurangzeb has banned the playing of pungi in the royal residence. जो royal residence था औरंगजेब का, emperor थे औरंगजेब एक बहुत बड़े, वहां पे उन्होंने क्या किया था? वहां पे उन्होंने बैन कर दिया था. Then nobody is going to play the pungi anymore. Pungi is also a music instrument. कोई इसको नहीं बजाएगा. Then बाबर समझते हो आप? हेयर कटिंग करने वाले, जिसे हम हिंदी में नाई बोलते हैं. ओके, listen, understand the word nai because this nai is going to signify the shehnai. Okay, so एक नाई थे जिन्होंने क्या किया? He decided that he is going to reform the tonal quality of the pungi. He is going to reform the tonal quality of pungi. pungi की जो tonal quality थी वो उसको क्या करेंगे? Reform करेंगे. And now reforming this, what he did and he improved it. उन्होंने जो सोचा ना, उन्होंने उस चीज को किया. He improved it. As this instrument was first played in the Shahi chamber, and this instrument was firstly played by a person who was a nai. एक बाबर ने, एक नाई ने इसे बजाया था, and where he played in a Shahi chamber, in a Shahi place, जो Shahi chamber में. So that is why it is known as, its name instrument was named after these both, a Shahi chamber plus played by a Nai. So Shahi plus Nai, it combines and gives us the name of the instrument, that is Shehnai. Okay, Bismillah Khan जो थे Bismillah often sang the Bhojpuri Chaita in Bihari Ji temple and received a big laddu as a reward. And Bismillah Khan, he often sang this Bhojpuri Chaita in the Bihari Ji temple, and as a reward what he received, he always received a big laddu. And this thing also will be discussed in this section. Bismillah learned his Shehnai from his maternal uncle. उन्होंने अपने मैटरनल अंकल इज मामा, ओके, उन्होंने अपने मामा से शहनाई बजानी सीखी. एंड उनके मामा कौन थे? व्हाट वाज द नेम ऑफ हिज मामा? उनके मैटरनल अंकल का नेम क्या था? अली बख्श, जो कहाँ रहते थे? अली बख्श कहाँ रहते थे? इन बनारस. बिस्मिल्लाह practiced this instrument and got perfection. So Bismillah learned to play it with him, but he practiced it himself and he became perfect. At first, he was selected for the All India Radio, and he was selected for the All India Radio Lucknow as a Shehnai player. And at first, उन्हें All India Radio के लिए select किया गया in Lucknow. In which form? As a Shehnai player. उन्हें All India Radio पे भी क्या play करना था? He had to play Shehnai over there also, and he performed in the India and abroad, and he performed in India as well as he also performed abroad, and he had performed in America and Afghanistan, and he also performed in America and he also performed in Afghanistan. Then what comes? Then it is seen that he influenced the film director. Shehnai of Bismillah Khan influenced the film director. Who was the film director? Vijay Bhatt. And Vijay Bhatt was so influenced, so impressed that he named his film after this instrument, the name of this instrument, and he named his film Gunj Uthi Shehnai. This will also be mentioned in this part when we will study the text. And after this, we can say the richness or the fame of Bismillah Khan kept on growing, and he was awarded with several national awards, and national awards that included Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. And along with all this, in 2001, he was awarded with the highest civilian award, that is the Bharat Ratna. इससे बड़ा इंडिया में कोई अवार्ड नहीं है. कौन सा अवार्ड? भारत रत्न. He had great love for the country, that is उनका कंट्री के लिए बहुत great love था, and in country, that is उसमें जहाँ के वो थे बनारस and डुमराव, जहाँ पे वो रहते थे ना, उसके लिए उनके दिल में बहुत प्यार था, बहुत रिस्पेक्ट थी. एंड ही वाज अ परफेक्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ अ रिच कल्चर, एंड वी कैन से दैट बिस्मिल्लाह खान in all his ways he was the perfect example of the rich culture of India. Okay, so these were the main points, and इससे आप समझ पाओगे कि जब हम टेक्स्ट के साथ साथ मूव करेंगे, what all we are going to understand in this text. So we can say the theme of the story that is completely based on the hard work, and it is clearly said or clearly understand that there is no substitution to hard work. जहाँ पे आपको हार्ड वर्क करना है ना, यू हैव टू, आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. हार्ड वर्क का कोई सब्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं होता, डेडिकेशन का कोई सब्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं होता. पीपल जो सक्सेस के एकदम जेनिथ पे पहुंचते हैं, मीन्स वो पीपल जो सक्सेस की ग्रेट हाइट पे पहुंचते हैं, दे आर एंडाउड विद सच क्वालिटीज. मतलब उनके अंदर ये क्वालिटीज होती हैं. क्वालिटीज ऑफ व्हाट? क्वालिटीज लाइक हार्ड वर्क एंड क्वालिटी लाइक डेडिकेशन. Such person needs to be down to earth. And लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि ऐसे persons जो हैं वो कैसे भी हो तो चलेगा, but that person needs to be down to earth in spite of achieving all the success in life. कोई भी पर्सन, समटाइम्स वी आर सीन, हम लाइफ में देखते हैं कि क्या होता है, जैसे जैसे आप बहुत सक्सेसफुल होते हो ना, आप अपने अर्थ से लगाव छोड़ देते हो, आप बहुत यू स्टार्ट फ्लाइंग इन द स्काई अप अबव एवरीवन, है ना. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, बिकॉज इट इज बैड. सक्सेस आपको ये नहीं कहता है कि वंस यू आर सक्सेसफुल यू लीव एवरीथिंग बिहाइंड. A real person is a real dedicator, a real hard worker is the one who even after achieving the success is connected to the earth, is down to earth. So real person वही होता है. Okay, So this way we can say it is very much clear. And अब हम जो है इसको text by text लेना start करते हैं. Okay. So now you all can see the text in front. आपको text दिखाई दे रहा है. Do you know these people who play different instruments? What instrument do they play? आप कहीं देख रहे हो somebody is playing the flute, somebody is playing the sitar, somebody is playing the violin, कोई सरोद बजा रहा है, somebody is playing the guitar, somebody is playing pungi, somebody is playing the violin, somebody is playing the ढोलक. तो ये सब अलग अलग इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स को प्ले कर रहे हैं. ओके. Think of the Shehnai, and the first thing you will probably imagine is a wedding. Think of the Shehnai, and the first thing you will probably imagine is a wedding or a similar occasion or function. The next would probably be Ustad Bismillah Khan, the Shehnai maestro, playing this instrument. Again, okay. So think of the Shehnai, and the first thing you will probably imagine is wedding or a similar occasion or function. आप कभी भी किसी वेडिंग में जाते हो या वेडिंग सॉर्ट ऑफ फंक्शन में जाते हो, ओकेजन और फंक्शन, एनीथिंग, ओके. सो यू जस्ट प्रोबेबली इमेजिन, आप सबसे पहले क्या सोचते हो? फर्स्ट थिंग कि आप जैसे ही एंटर होगे गेट पे आपको क्या मिलेगी? शहनाई. बिकॉज शहनाई जहाँ बजती है, शहनाई इटसेल्फ इज द सिंबल ऑफ वेडिंग. अक्सर पहले तो लोग, अभी तो लोग वेडिंग और मैरिज और शादी ऐसे वर्ड यूज करते हैं. अर्लियर पीपल ऐसे कहा करते थे और घर में शहनाई कब बजने वाली है, मीन शादी आदि का माहौल घर में कब होने वाला है, घर में कोई भी शादी का फंक्शन कब होने वाला है. तो शहनाई इटसेल्फ सिंबलाइजेस द वेडिंग. तो आप कभी भी कोई वेडिंग के लिए कहीं पे भी एंटर होते हो ना, एट द डोर व्हाट यू सी, शहनाई प्लेयर्स सिटिंग एंड प्लेइंग द शहनाई. एंड समवेयर नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस, शहनाई प्लेयर्स हमें रेयरली मिलते हैं. सो द म्यूजिक ऑफ शहनाई इज बीइंग प्लेड ओवर देयर, है ना, हमें म्यूजिक सुनाई देता है शहनाई का. नेक्स्ट वुड प्रोबेबली भी उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान. अब नेक्स्ट कौन है जो हम नेक्स्ट की जिसकी बात करते हैं? व्हेनेवर वी हियर, सबसे पहले तो शादी का नाम आते हैं शहनाई, एंड देन शहनाई का नाम आते ही उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान, जो क्या थे? द शहनाई मेस्ट्रो. शहनाई के मास्टर प्लेइंग दिस इंस्ट्रूमेंट, वो इस इंस्ट्रूमेंट को प्ले करते हुए. वी स्टार्ट इमेजिनिंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स एज सून एज वी इमेजिन अ वेडिंग और अ सिमिलर सॉर्ट ऑफ ओकेजन और अ फंक्शन. सो नाउ मूविंग विद द टेक्स्ट. ओके. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence, for it had a shrill, unpleasant sound. Pungi became the generic name for reeded noisemakers. Few had thought that it would be one day be revived. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi, and made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. When he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. Okay, so Emperor Aurangzeb banned what? He banned the playing of musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence. उन्होंने इसको रॉयल रेजिडेंस के अंदर प्ले करने से बैन कर दिया. व्हाई ही बैंड इट? बिकॉज उनका कहना था कि इसकी जो साउंड है ना वो बहुत ही क्या है? अनप्लेजेंट साउंड. He says that the sound is very unpleasant. Okay, so वो इसको बहुत ही अनप्लेजेंट साउंड कह के उन्होंने बोला कि इसको अब यहाँ पे प्ले नहीं करना. Now what happened? जब उन्होंने इसको बोला, pungi became the generic name for reeded noisemakers. But pungi, तो जो भी reeded means the instrument जो reed से बने हुए होते हैं. That is the instrument which have a reed-like flute. जैसे flute आपने देखा है, एक reed के अंदर formation होती है flute की. तो अगर इस तरह का कोई flute जैसा कोई reed दिखने वाला कोई noise maker instrument होता है, तो pungi उसके लिए एक generic name हो गया. So now आगे what happened? It happened that few had thought that it would one day be revived. कुछ लोगों ने ऐसा सोचा था कि ये जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट है ये वन डे क्या होगा? रिवाइव हो जाएगा. ठीक है, एक दिन आएगा when this instrument will be revived. A barber of the family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. Yes. Okay. So he just what he did, he banned because it was giving a very unpleasant music. A barber of the family of the professional musician who had access to the royal palace. अब रॉयल पैलेस में आने वाले एक बाबर, एक नाई जो थे, उनका एक्सेस था रॉयल पैलेस तक, वो आते थे. ही डिसाइडेड कि नहीं, इस पुंगी का कहीं ना कहीं एक टोनल क्वालिटी को मैं इम्प्रूव कर दूंगा. ओके, तो उन्होंने जब ये डिसाइड किया, सो व्हाट ही डिड, ही चोज अ पाइप. उन्होंने एक पाइप लिया, बिल्कुल नेचुरल का हॉलो सा एक स्टेम था, उसको लिया, which was longer and broader than the pungi, and he made several holes on the body of the pipe. उन्होंने 7 holes कर दिए उसके on the body of the pipe, and when he played on it, closing and opening the holes, जो उसमें small holes थे, उसको जब वो close करते हैं and open करते, तो उन्होंने देखा बहुत ही soft और melodious सा music था जो उसमें से प्रोड्यूस हो रहा था. He played the instrument before royalty and everyone was impressed, and he started playing the music in front, that instrument in front of all the royal people, and everyone was impressed by the tonal quality and everyone was impressed by his work. The instrument, so different from the pungi, had to be given a new name, and the instrument that was so different from the pungi, it was not at all like a pungi, but it was very much different from the pungi, so it had to be given a new name. So new name to dena tha. In the picture below, you can see the pungi and you can see the shehnai. Both are very much different to each other. So obviously, उसे भी एक नए name की जरूरत थी. And the story goes, and this way the story goes, since it was first played in Shahi chambers, or since कि वो first time शाही चैम्बर में प्ले की गई थी, and was played by a nai, that is a barber. और उसको प्ले किसने किया था? नाई ने, that is barber. The instrument was named the shehnai. तो उस इंस्ट्रूमेंट को क्या नेम दिया गया? It was named shehnai. Okay, so the sound of the shehnai, the sound of the shehnai begin to be considered auspicious. हमें पता है shehnai की जो sound होती है बहुत ही auspicious होती है, because the most auspicious occasion, that is the wedding, वहां पे हम shehnai को use करते हैं, and for this reason it is still played in temple and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding, and for this reason उसे प्ले किया जाता है still in the temple, and it is the indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. And in the past, shehnai was a part of Naubat, or traditional ensemble of 9 instruments found at the royal court. और हम बोल सकते हैं कि in the past it is a fact that shehnai was the part of Naubat. Naubat क्या था? एक traditional ensemble था, किस चीज का? इंस्ट्रूमेंट का, जो कहाँ पाया जाता था? एट द रॉयल कोर्ट. एंड उसका वन पार्ट क्या था? उसी का वन पार्ट था shehnai. Okay, till recently it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. But till recently this was used only in temples and weddings. But to bring this instrument onto the classical stage, उसका सारा credit जाता है उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान, the greatest shehnai player. As 5-year-old Bismillah played Gilli Danda near the pond in the ancient state of Dumrao in Bihar. He would regularly go to the nearby Bihariji temple to sing Bhojpuri chant, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaj. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy had travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, that is the Bharat Ratna. Now what happens? This 5-year-old boy Bismillah Khan, he used to play गिल्ली डंडा. गिल्ली डंडा एक गेम होता था, जो अभी तो हम लोग क्या है क्रिकेट पे आ गए हैं और अभी हम मोबाइल गेम्स में बिजी हो गए हैं. बट इन एंशिएंट टाइम, अर्लियर टाइम, जो बच्चे होते थे ना वो गिल्ली डंडा खेलते थे. Okay, so 5-year-old boy Bismillah Khan, he played gilli danda near a pond in the ancient state of the Dumrao in Bihar, where he used to stay. And then he would regularly go to a nearby temple, that is Bihariji temple, and there he used to sing Bhojpuri chant. And at the end of this beautiful singing done by Bismillah Khan, he earned a big laddu as a reward. The laddu weighed 1.25 kg, and it was given as a reward as a prize by the local Maharaja. To whom? To Bismillah Khan. And this happened 80 years ago, and the little boy traveled so far in these 80 years to earn the highest civilian award in India, the biggest award in India, that is the Bharat Ratna. Born on March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather, Rasul Baksh Khan, was a Shehnai Nawaz of Bhojpuri King's Court. His father, Pigambar Baksh, and other parental ancestors were also great Shehnai players. On born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a very well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather, whose name was Rasul Baksh Khan, he was also known as the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King's Court. ठीक है? And उनके जो father थे, पैगंबर बख्श, वो and along with his father and grandfather, others जो थे उनके paternal ancestors say they all were also great Shehnai player, and taking this tradition further, Bismillah also became the one of the famous and greatest Shehnai players. Okay, so the boy took to music early in life, and at the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Banaras, now Varanasi, Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncles practice the Shehnai. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baksh to Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Baksh was employed to play the Shehnai. Ali Baksh would play the Shehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. And slowly he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would still practice throughout the day. For years to come, temples of Balaji and Mangal Maya and the banks of Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts where he could practice his solitude. The flowing water of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent rags that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of शहनाई. द यंग बॉय जो था उसने बहुत ही अर्ली अपनी लाइफ में म्यूजिक को पिकअप कर लिया था, एंड एट द एज ऑफ 3 when the mother took him to the maternal uncle's house in Banaras, that is now known as Varanasi, Bismillah was very much fascinated when he saw his uncles practicing Shehnai. So soon Bismillah also started accompanying his uncle Ali Baksh to the Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Ali Baksh was employed to play the Shehnai. His uncle would play the Shehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. And slowly he also started getting lessons in playing the instrument, and he would sit and practice it throughout the day. And for years to come, to the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya and the banks of Ganga, it became the favorite companion, we can say the apprentice, favorite haunts where he could sit and practice that in solitude. एकांत में, शांति में जितनी अच्छी प्रैक्टिस होती है उतनी कहीं नहीं होती. Okay, and the flowing water of the Ganga, it inspired him to improvise, to improve and invent various kind of rags that was earlier considered, the rags that were considered in earlier time that was beyond the range of the Shehnai, beyond the range of Shehnai. But he practiced and became a perfectionist in it. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to Allahabad Music Conference. Along with his uncle, he went to the Allahabad Music Conference, and at the age of what? 14 years old. At the end of his recital, and when the recital ended, Ustad Fayaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." And at the end of the recital of the work, Ustad Fayaz Khan came and patted the young boy's back and said, तुम कड़ी मेहनत करो and you will make it, and I am sure you are going to make it a success in it. With the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break, and with the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, Bismillah's big break was on, and he soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. And he soon became what? He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on the radio. When India gained independence, when India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah was the first, became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. So he was the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. He poured his heart out, and he poured his heart out because it was such a big occasion into Ra Kafi फ्रॉम द रेड फोर्ट. वो रेड फोर्ट पे बैठे उस शहनाई को प्ले कर रहे थे टू एन ऑडियंस विच इंक्लूडेड पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू. एंड टू एन ऑडियंस, जिस ऑडियंस में पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू भी थे, हु लेटर गेव हिज फेमस ट्रस्ट एंड डेस्टिनी स्पीच, एंड हु आफ्टर हिम लेटर गेव हिज स्पीच दैट इज ट्रस्ट एंड डेस्टिनी. ओके, ट्राइस्ट विद डेस्टिनी स्पीच उन्होंने दिया, ट्राइस्ट विद डेस्टिनी. बिस्मिल्लाह खान हैड given many memorable performance both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian. He gave him the priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. The king of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed that after hearing Bismillah play at the festival, that he named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Shehnai. Bismillah Khan had given many memorable performances both in India as well as abroad, and his first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where the king Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that is Bismillah Khan, that he gifted him the priceless Persian carpets and many other souvenirs. Souvenirs means a thing given in memory of a place, person or event, that you are going to keep it long with you, and that is going to be a memory for you all. It is going to become a memory for you all. Okay, so the king of Afghanistan was not the only one who was fascinated with the Bismillah's music, but also along with him, film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed that after hearing Bismillah play at the festival, that he named one of his film after the name of the instrument, and the name of the film that he gave was Goonj Uthi Shehnai. So it was named after the instrument Shehnai. Okay, Shehnai. Film was hit. Film was also hit. Film was hit. Film hit हो गई, and one of Bismillah Khan's composition, दिल का खिलौना हाय टूट गया. You must have listened to the song once. तो ये जो था song turned out to be a nationwide chart buster. अगर नहीं सुना तो आज सुनना. दिल का खिलौना हाय टूट गया. It is a very beautiful old song. अभी हमें तो rap and pop and the Punjabi songs are making us crazy, तो हम इन songs को सुनते नहीं हैं, but actually these songs are amazing. So today at least you listen to it, okay? Turned out to be a nationwide chart buster. At least we should listen to the chart buster once in our life. That is a record breaker song. Despite this huge success in the celluloid, that is, despite this big success in the old-fashioned way of referring to films, Bismillah Khan's venture in the film music were limited to two. Bismillah Khan's जो venture था in the film music वो बहुत ही limited था to the two main works, that is Vijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Shehnai and Vikram Srinivas Kannada venture, that is Sanadhi Appana. Okay, Sanadhi Appana में था उनका ये Vikram Srinivas का एक venture था, that was a Kannada venture. I just come to the terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film words to say with emphasis. And why his film connection was just limited to two films, because he says with an emphasis that I just can't come to the term with the artificiality. एक artificiality जो मुझे मिलती है in the glamour of the film world, that I really do not like, and उसकी वजह से उन्होंने अपना एक film connection जो था बहुत ही limited रखा. Awards and recognitions. Awards and recognitions came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian. तो ये बहुत ही thick and fast आए उनके पास में awards and recognition, and Bismillah Khan he became the first Indian जिन्हें invite किया गया to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in United States of America. उन्हें Lincoln Center Hall के अंदर invite किया गया. ये एक बहुत ही prestigious hall था यहाँ पे, where it was located in United States of America, and he also took part in the World Exposition in the Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So well known did he become internationally that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him, Tahar Mosque Ustad Bismillah Khan. And the success we can see of Bismillah Khan का जो success था ना, it came snowbound. उसकी कोई बाउंड्री नहीं थी. So what happened? हुआ क्या? अवार्ड एंड रिकग्निशन उनके बाद बहुत ही फास्ट लिया, एंड उन्होंने जब लिंकन सेंटर हॉल में यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका में परफॉर्म किया, एंड आफ्टर दैट ही आल्सो टुक पार्ट इन द वर्ल्ड एक्सपोजिशन इन द मॉन्ट्रियल इन कांस आर्ट फेस्टिवल एंड ओसाका ट्रेड फेयर. सो वेल नोन डिड ही बिकेम इंटरनेशनली, वो इंटरनेशनली इतने वेल नोन, इतने फेमस हो गए that an auditorium was named after him in Tehran, that is the Tahir Mosque, Ustad Bismillah Khan. National awards like Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. कुछ national awards भी उनको मिले, जो कि कौन से थे? The awards were the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan, that all conferred on him. In 2001, conferred on him means जो उन्हें receive किए उन्होंने. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, that is the Bharat Ratna, with the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes. Glinting with rare happiness, he said, "All I would like to say is, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn through our music." In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan जो थे ना, he was awarded India's highest civilian award, that is the Bharat Ratna. And with this, all the coveted, that is the much desired awards जो थी वो उनकी chest पे, means all the awards were resting on his chest. And उनकी जो eyes थी, they were glinting with rare happiness. उनकी eyes में glinting एक shine थी with rare happiness, he said. And all I would like to say is, and whatever he would like to say is, teach your children music. अपने बच्चों को आप म्यूजिक सिखाइए. This is how Hindustan's richest tradition. इसी तरीके से हिंदुस्तान का जो richest tradition है, even the West is now coming to learn our music. And even the Western countries are now coming to learn our music, that is our Indian music. So we will mark it till here, and 12 and 13 paragraphs are left, and along with that the question answer and a quick revision of this part is left, that we will be doing tomorrow because of the limitation of the time, as we will not be able to complete it today. Okay, so यहाँ तक है, and I hope till what we have studied, जहाँ तक अभी तक पढ़ा है, it is quite clear to you. Notes अभी तक के आपके पास सारे complete है, except this chapter that is going on. And as soon as tomorrow we complete this chapter, you will also receive the notes. Okay, so I hope everything is well clear to you, well understand to you, or I just wish कि आप अच्छे से पढ़ाई कर रहे होगे घर पे. You must have been completing your work. आप उसे complete करते रहो, आप उसे मुझे send करते रहो. Okay, so this is all for today's class, and keep safe and healthy at your home. Be safe, be healthy, and keep studying, as study is the most important thing, and it's high time now we should start studying. So take care of yourself, and we will be meeting in our next class tomorrow.